On this week's episode,
have you ever just, finished yourself and then the guy not finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, Irma? Mm-hmm. What is up, you guys? My name is Danny with the fat nose.
My name is Irma with the flat ass.
And this is Let's Talk Pendejadas. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode.
Hope you missed us.
We've missed you guys dearly. Mm-hmm. And I hope you guys are ready for this week's episode because we are officially in our second to last episode of season 1 of Let's Talk Pendejadas.
We're breaking up for a moment. I'm sorry. We just couldn't handle you guys for a moment, and I think it's time for a divorce. So I think it's time to.
I just couldn't handle I couldn't handle the hate comments.
But no, for realness, we are literally ending the first season. This is the second to last because, of course, we are gonna still reintroduce Let's Talk Pendejadas season 2.
We will keep you guys updated. Yeah. So just go ahead and follow us at all of our social medias at Call Me Danny.
Mine's Irma XO, and don't think that we have some beef in between or anything of that sort. That's not the reason why we need to end the season, because I know people are going to be talking. You already know
I just feel like we definitely need a break from Let's Talk Pendejadas. We also have been saying that we are going to redesign, and we haven't, because every single time we try to redesign it, it's either doesn't look good on the camera, doesn't look good with our skin tone, doesn't look good with anything. So I feel like this time around we're going to definitely focus a lot more on a lot more
time on focusing on getting the room together and getting everything back into place to finally have a complete set with you guys. No more under construction, just a final set.
I'm super excited for what you guys are gonna see. We have been mocking up and doing everything, and I'm so fucking excited for you guys to see.
It's gonna be iconic.
Yeah, it's literally. But before we get started con todo el fucking chisme, because I thought the best way to talk pendejadas is to talk about
sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things, all the bad things that we can be.
Let's talk about sex.
But we're so excited because we haven't had a conversation just adults. If you're an adult, this is the time for you
very much
to listen to this, because I feel like we're gonna relate a lot.
Yes, I feel like there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't like to talk about when we're, doing the deed, having some fun activities. So this is a great way to relate and connect with you guys, if you know what I mean.
So we are gonna be using code words because this is YouTube.
And you know how YouTube
we are going to try to keep everything detailed and juicy for you guys.
Yes.
So we can go ahead and jump right into our sex talk. We are going to start off with
Wine of the Week. What a great way to talk about sex.
Literally.
We already wanted to say it.
Okay, so today we got Hidden Sea Blue Blend. The detail on the bottle definitely caught my attention.
Yeah, it did.
Now, I feel like the reason why it caught my attention, I feel like I'm such an environmentalist.
I'm not the environmentalist.
I'm just kidding. But this wine actually saves the sea. For every one bottle of a Hidden Sea that we sell, we remove and recycle 10 plastic bottles from the ocean.
Oh my God, they better keep to their words, because I need to see those 10 bottles in the picture.
Literally. But let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a red blend, which I'm so fucking excited for.
Look at how
because I have been wanting a red blend for a fat ass minute, Irma.
You really have, honestly. Red blends, I feel like they have hit differently, especially now that we have been getting more experimental with wine.
I have been falling in love with wine a lot more. Yeah. I feel like I've just been falling in love more with drinking. I have been going on a motherfucking roller coaster of wanting to throw up. We just went to WeHo not too long ago.
Oh my God.
Y amigas.
Best night. WeHo's the place to go, but you got fucked up.
I got so fucked up that we had to take 3 different fucking Ubers because I kept getting out to throw up. But bitch, I was being civil. I was like, excuse me, can we pull over and throw up? Me as a human being, I would be like, okay, you know, you gotta throw up. You did make a fool out of yourself. As long as you're not making a fool out of yourself in my club. I mean, in my car.
Yo, 100%. You were being so respectful. We all were being very respectful to the Uber. Like, hey, you know, like, can you pull over?
And if he wasn't a fucking mamon, we would have fucking gave him like a $200 tip.
Exactly. But in this case, this fool was being so fucking rude. The first one didn't fucking listen and was literally just being the pendejo. Hopefully,
like, I feel like he really wanted me to throw up in the car.
For that
but
cleaning
bitch,
fee.
I was not about to be throwing up in the car.
No. Nobody does that for Ubers. No, but for real, honestly. And so that happened. So we ended up getting off officially when I finally actually like was like, okay, can you pull over like right now? Because like, what the fuck? So he pulled over. We got out. You ended up throwing up for a minute. We ended up getting another one. And then you ended up throwing up again.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know how many times I threw it.
But I'm gonna say this: the last Uber, he was being helpful, but in a very rude way.
Well, I'm sure he was like, oh, like I didn't want to be spending my night taking care of someone.
But the thing is, though, if you're gonna be driving Uber and you know you're gonna be picking up people after the clubs, that's something you should be expecting. So if you're not wanting to deal with that, don't pick people up from the club.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like if you're a civil human being and you care about others,
you're considerate about others.
You're very nice. You know, you never know if I'm Mr. Beast and I give you $2,000 like tip because you're so nice to me. Like BFFR.
Literally. Have you tried this already?
Yeah, it's so delicious.
It's so good.
This is exactly what I needed.
Oh my god. But yes, anyways, going back to WeHo, you got really fucked up.
But like, no, it's just been a really weird roller coaster. I have been mentally putting into myself like, oh, I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And this time around, I don't need that shit. I don't want to get drunk anymore.
You need a detox.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get drunk, so expect me to get drunk again.
Exactly. No, 100%. But either way, you still have fun when you're drunk.
Yeah, as long as I'm having fun and I'm not making any like problems with anyone, like I feel like I'm fine, and I'm very good at that. I feel like I've changed in a different way, where like I just don't need to be starting problems with people.
Period.
For no motherfucking reason. Like I'm gonna keep to myself.
Period.
Do you guys like to have the lights on or off?
So I feel like there's a lot of mixture of people, and I feel like majority of people feel like they like to turn the lights off because, especially if it's like the first person you're hooking up with and you're just starting to get to know the person, it's honestly just a sense of insecurities that we feel, to be honest, to ourselves.
Okay.
I'm a person that turns the lights off just because I know I'm alone who that, but I get to that point where it's the first time, I don't give a fuck if it's the first time I hook it up with the guy, that I did fuck with the lights on. And it was with the video that I showed you.
Oh.
That was the first time I actually fucked with the lights on. Well,
and you did it here in my house too, remember?
Oh my god, you're so right. I did. But yeah, so I don't know. It just depends on my mood. And
you're like, depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling sexual.
Yeah, no, 100%. So it just depends how you feel. What kind
I feel
of
like with
person are
me,
you?
I feel like with me, I am very much like a I don't give a fuck moment. Like if the lights are on, the lights are on. Like if I'm in the mood vibes, like I will not care. Like I'm not gonna go turn off the lights vibe.
Yeah.
Like maybe I have some insecurity about being naked and someone viewing me, but at the end of the day, if that person didn't find me attractive, like then they wouldn't be hooking up with me. So why the fuck would I turn off the lights? You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, I feel like
they also feel every single part of your body part. So it's like at the end of the day, they're gonna view you. What are they gonna touch you? And then you're all touching my lonja, and they're like, "Oh my god, I don't love this." Like they're gonna stop.
This here, this wasn't in the picture.
Like might as well wear a paper bag.
No, mamas. Where have you ever had someone like tell you to put a paper bag over
Fuck no, I would never.
What would you do in that position?
I feel like if I've ever had that situation happen to me, I would definitely put it on and then put like a hole in it and then bite his dick off.
Oh my god, that's iconic.
Yeah, because what the fuck? How are you gonna tell me to put a bag over my head?
No, that's so true. But you know what's a thing that I heard supposedly about these hookups that guys do?
She's like, what I've experienced.
What makes sense, to be honest. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when guys hook up with girls and they usually just do them doggy style, it's because they don't find the face attractive. And that's the only position that they want to go for, because you're not seeing their face. All you're seeing is the back of them. So, I mean, it makes sense.
That's intelligent.
That's smart. Without
If you're a
putting
straight boy, let me know.
Literally confirm with me, because that's low-key a kind of smart way of not being rude, but still fucking the girl in a sense.
Okay. I feel like in the gay community, there's definitely a lot of everything in sex. So, like, if you think, like, there's a kink of it, there's definitely a fucking kink of it.
No way.
Like, there's a kink of, like, guys, like, maybe putting on a whole ass blindfold and, like, not wanting to see anything.
That
and,
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah, so, like, there's definitely a lot of kinks in the gay community. So, like, if you think of it, there's a kink to that. So,
you're like your nose in your ass.
Now, with music, are you into, like, having sex with music?
Oh, okay. You know what? I feel like I've never got into that.
Or, like, even with TV on.
Okay, yes. TV on, yes. And you know what? I don't like putting music on, because if I listen to the album and I know that I'm having sex with it, after that I can't listen to the album the same because I fucked with it. And it's, what if I'm hooking up with someone that, like, you know, that I don't want to remember about, and now, like, when I listen to the album, I'm like, fuck, let's just give it a try.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy about music? I was just thinking about it right now. I've had sex with music on, but it's always been very much like
sensual, or just like whatever.
No, like hard. It's all dubstep. No, it's definitely been like very like reggaeton, like where like the rhythm is like very consistent by.
Like,
Yeah, no, really though. I swear to God. And like me and Alan definitely have had our times where we've done music.
Okay.
Where it's been like verses, like we've done each other. But she's like, oh, love.
So cute. Taking turns.
No, but like I feel like it's music definitely. I feel like music to me, I've always told you, like, music has a very deeper meaning than what it really means, because if you really think about it, artists really tap into their soul, like when they're fucking writing this music.
100%.
Cupcakes all like, lick my neck, my back, lick my pussy, and she's all from the heart.
That's how I want to feel.
but I definitely do feel like that. Like music speaks a lot of words.
That makes
so
sense.
like I don't feel like I'll have sex like to like Lana Del Rey and be like, it's hot summer night. You know, like I don't feel like that's a vibe. Like I feel like sex should be dirty. Like yes, it should definitely be like loving. Like there's moments, but not all the time.
Have you and Alana, or you know, however you feel comfortable answering, have you guys ever actually had like a nice sensual like love-making moment, like with actual sexual music?
No, not even with music.
No,
not even with music or roses. Like we,
like you're like.
No, like I feel like me and Alan have done all of it. Like we've definitely like had like rough, and we've had like very like
slow and
like
intimate.
Novella, like Geronimo. I loved you. Kiss me under the moonlight. Very vibes. Yeah, I swear to God.
Stop. Yep. Oh my God, that is actually really cute. You know what?
Jealous much?
Low-key,
So you've actually never had actual like
intimate.
You know what's so crazy? We were watching Sex and the City the other day because God, yes. I was telling Irma that we need to tap into our inner mid-20s.
No, for real.
Because I feel like a lot of things are starting to make sense now, and like we need to start watching shows that are in our mid-20s vibes.
Yeah.
And when Sex and the City came out, they came out when they were in their 30s. So we're going up there. So we're starting to understand.
We're getting there. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something, because the other day when we were watching Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw asks Big, have you ever found love, or have you ever made love to anybody? Oh. So my question really is that you've never really made love to somebody.
I never have made love with anybody.
So I can't even explain it to you, vibes, because I really can't. Like when me and Alan made love, like it was definitely like
sparkles, fireworks, and just
dude, it was just something like you just can't explain.
No, for sure. And I could definitely understand that. It's kind of the same thing as you can never explain a love towards a child as a mother. So it's kind of like, that's low key. I think I'm getting to that point now. You know how before I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna fuck all these men. That. If y'all see previous videos, anyways. So, I'm getting to that point, low key, where I'm just kind of like, like, I wonder how that feels. I wonder, that must be nice. And I would like to experience that. But first, you know, like, I need to find someone to love. And am I ready for love?
You probably
I don't think so.
You've always said it to yourself. You just need to love yourself first, and that's a journey.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. I feel like there's such a stigma with like single women. So like if you want to go ahead and fuck around for the next 20, 30 years, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
If
No, 100%.
if there's so many people in this world that at the end of the day you will find your soulmate, and if you don't, well,
it is what it is.
It
It's
is what it
okay.
is.
Like,
You'll
at the
find
end
your
of the-
soulmate in your cat.
Yeah, bitch, no, for real. You'll find your soulmate in your friends, because not
Or
even
in yourself.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. That's so smart.
Inner
Wonderful.
love.
I love that.
The fuck? You could probably make love to yourself.
You could make love with your
Yeah.
toys.
Like it doesn't matter.
No, you know what? You're so right on that. But anyways, yeah, that's just how I
believe in
feel.
self-love here.
I don't want to get too hard into it. But in that case, though, so what do you prefer then? You prefer the rough then? In that case,
I like any type of sex.
really like
Soft.
whatever. Like as long as he gets you
Soft, hard.
Really? Do you guys complete each other?
Spin me
each
around.
time?
I don't care.
I can just imagine you just on top of just like.
Yeah. No, I don't really care vibes.
No.
No.
Okay. Are toys like an often thing for like your guys' sex life?
No.
No.
I feel like whatever comes. I feel like they're yes for sure. There's
Like, it
sex toys
intensifies it
involved,
more, of
but
course.
But like, you know, like I feel like we have such a very good communication where like we can have and do absolutely whatever the fuck like we want within ourselves. Like we're so comfortable to be like, oh, like let's fucking eat each other out. And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
You got
Shit
doo-doo in
fest.
there?
I'm like, shit fest.
I'm dead. Ew.
But thank you to Chime for sponsoring this week's episode. Good money habits start with your very first paycheck. And if you just got a first job, you got an opportunity to jumpstart your financial journey.
When you sign up for Chime and link a qualifying direct deposit, you get access to benefits like getting paid up to 2 days early and fee-free overdraft up to $200.
And with Chime, there's no monthly fees, there's no minimum balance, and no deposit required to become a member. So sign up today for the Chime Checking Account to link your first paycheck. It only takes 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. So go to chime.com/LTP right now to sign up.
That's chime.com/LTP to sign up today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer support. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. See chime.com/SpotMe. Since you've never found love, what about flirting vibes? I've never really known you as like a flirtatious person because we
Whenever
really don't
you
know
hear-
that type of like we don't know that type of person
Irma, no, yeah.
in you.
You
So how
don't.
do you flirt?
The only time you guys have only seen me flirt is when you guys check my messages when I check other guys, but I feel like it's not as realistic when it is in person, you know? So I feel like when I flirt low-key, I tend to get very like, ew. I feel like I cringe myself. Like if somebody was recording me, I'd be like,
Do you expect men to come up to you, or are you kind of like
I'm the kind of person that will go up to the men.
like you don't mind going up to men?
I don't mind
Do
going
you
up
feel
to
like
men.
men nowadays, like because you're like a straight female pretty much, but like do you feel men nowadays are very like
Intimidated?
No, like like don't come up to me like rubber.
You know what? There's
You know what I mean?
certain men that I may feel that way towards just because of like, you know how every girl has a bitch face, every man has like their like, you know? But like there's moments where I will feel intimidated, but I like kind of brush that off and I'll like, for example, a guy's walking by and I'll whistle like, or like I'll be like, hey baby.
Now you being a cat caller.
Dude, for real. No, I am a cat caller. Like if guys are able to cat call women, I think I'm able to cat call on men or a dog call.
Because
But
they're dogs.
They really are. They're little perritos, fucking like horn dogs everywhere. Yeah, I just feel like I could be pretty straightforward. I feel like I can, but I feel like if I'm like with a group of people, I get more shy. And I don't want to do it. But
So
when I'm alone, I'm
like
down.
you feel like you're like the best fish in the sea.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the baddest bitch.
Have you ever? I don't want to say this because it's like I don't want you guys to feel like I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
So like, have you ever fucked like a man? And when I say fucked like a man, like in definition wise, is Have you ever been like
dominant.
vale madre, like where you go hook up with a guy and you're just like, yeah, I'll call you another name?
Yeah. Honestly, it feels so fucking bomb because it kind of just not. I don't intentionally mean to shove it in a guy's face, you know, like that's just. Why can't a guy do that and a woman can't? And I get fucking like told shit. But it feels fucking awesome. So now I understand how the guys feel, why they do it. And I feel good about myself because I'm like, bitch, I fucking did that. Like, the fuck, I fucking came and I'm set. Like, shit.
Have you ever done that too? Have you ever just, finished yourself and then the guy not finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, Irma? Mm-hmm. And what did the guys say?
They're like, wait, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, where are you going?
What's going on?
Like, wait, where are you leaving?
Is this a parallel universe? The fuck?
What kind of girl am I fucking today?
Did she just do this to me?
Am I going crazy?
What happened?
Yeah, no, I literally just started getting ready and I was like, oh, sorry, I have to go. Like, I have stuff to do, sorry. And they're like, oh, are you sure? Like, you don't want to come after or anything? And I was like, no, I'm okay.
No, but like when they've never said anything about, like, are you not going to let me finish or like...
Oh, yeah, of course. There's not really much to it. The guy, at the end of the day, the guy just gets shook and they're just caught so off guard that I'm like...
And you literally just leave?
I just get dressed and I'm like, okay, well, if you want to
cash at me.
No, I mean, I have done that before. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, well, if you want to, like, meet up again, just let me know, hit me up, or I'll hit you up, whatever the case.
I've done that once for a hookup where I remember, like, all I really just needed to, like, finish vibes. Mm-hmm. And I went and I made sure, like, the guy, like, was like in me vibes. Oh. Okay, so like doggy style vibes. Anyways. Right. But no, and then he made me finish and then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go to school. But I had a good time.
Kind of
but
guy
I'm a boy,
that
so like I can't really like I don't really understand what in a female's perspective.
Yeah.
When men or do that or like I don't feel empowering because like it's like you know what I mean? Like,
no, yeah,
I don't know.
It's just,
yes, like it's not normal. It shouldn't be normal.
Right.
But like, it's just like if I've done it to a man and a man's gonna do it to me, it's like, girl, I'm gonna do the same. And like, if you get mad, like,
what do you want to do? Fucking fuck me up,
baby? Have you ever gotten caught? Like from your parents or anything? Like from anything. Like maybe like corn or like toys.
Oh my god, I'm trying to think. I have with corn.
Oh my god, who caught you?
And my dad.
Oh my god,
that's the worst. And I was kind of like in that age where I was being curious and like, yes, he did in a sense, because I was on the page and like. When he came in, I like frantically like closed everything and I was pretending I was playing a game. And then he like left to the fucking sala and then he came back and he was like, ¿Qué estabas mirando? And I was like, oh, I was just playing games.
So he didn't catch you.
No, he did catch me, but he was asking me like, what were you watching? And I was like, oh, I was just playing games. He was like, no, I'm just mirando esos pinches cosas. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And
How old are you?
I was like probably like in 7th or 8th grade.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then like
that's
no, yeah, I really was a curious kid, like very young and stuff. So like and I just made up an excuse, like, it was just a pop-up ads. And I literally cried to my mom. I was like, Mom, like, this happened. And, like, I swear it was just pop-up ads. And I was just watching it, and I was, like, being curious.
Bitch.
100%. No, yeah. So
I've been caught. I used to have a Sprint phone, and it was, like, there was no touchscreens, amiga. So, it was just those regular ones. Yep. And you had to pay for internet. I didn't want to pay for internet, but my cousin had a MacBook and an iMac. So I went online and I was watching them and I recorded them on my phone.
Shut the fuck up. You would just be like,
yeah, and then one day my mom called me and she deleted it off my phone and she didn't tell me anything, dude.
No way. Because she probably was like, how the fuck
I was like, girl, why are you deleting my porn?
Like, that's my stuff.
Like, that's my personal property.
Private property.
Now, that's how she found out. Yeah, I was like, that's how she found out that I was gay, but I didn't tell her officially yet.
Then that's why she didn't tell you anything. And she was like, how the fuck
I came
do I bring it up? Like,
yeah, because, yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, one thing that like I do have a question about. Is it normal for like the gay community? Because
I don't speak for the gay community. This is me. Me being gay.
Is it normal for you guys to like kind of ask each other like, "Hey, are you clean? Do you have anything? When was the last time that you got tested?"
I feel like it should definitely be normalized in everything.
Right? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because I
feel like even with straight couples, I feel like everyone should just kind of be like open about it.
Yes, because bitch, I'm sorry to
No, go ahead.
The reason why I'm asking this is because like for whenever I ask like men, they're just like, what the fuck? Like they get so taken off guard, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to offend you. It's just something that should be normally just talked about. And I've seen a difference from how younger men, from the variety of ages I've hooked up with, from the younger men, they get more offended, but then the older ones, they seem to understand. They're like, oh no, like, yeah, I'm clean, like, I'm good, like, whatever. Are you on birth control? Do you want to use this?
I definitely feel like it's just more of like a deep conversation that a lot of people don't have within themselves. Like, it's like, it should definitely be normalized. There's nothing wrong with having even chlamydia or anything like that. As long as, no, it really is like that. Because it's like, if that shit can be curable, like it should be fine. Like you had it, and it's like it goes around. Like it's nothing like should be ashamed of.
100%.
Like we're in 2023, girl. If you're being ashamed of it, like girl, you have deeper issues within yourself.
Fuck up. Actually, have you ever gotten any?
No, I've always been really clean. I've always been like, I need to make sure I'm clean, honey. I make sure every single time, even when I used to hook up with people, my mom would even be like, why would you want to go to Planned Parenthood? And I'd be like, because I'm hooking up with people. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, you want me to hide this from you and then me get an HIV and like, then you have to deal with it? No, girl. Like, I'm trying to be safe. So I didn't care. I was never ashamed of it. Girl, that's my life. And you only get one life. And like, there's nothing to be ashamed of it. So I definitely went to Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood should stay open because of those reasons. Because you need to make sure that you have somewhere where you're safe, and they helped me out a lot. I didn't feel ashamed whatsoever when they came in. They were like, okay, just write up your thing. They didn't even care that I was underage. Like they did it.
They don't care if you're underage.
Yeah, no. So I've always been clean. I've never been ashamed where I've told a guy like wear a condom, and if he doesn't want to, I'll be like, okay, like thank you, next.
Have you ever found out that you were like a homewrecker at one point or anything, or no?
Dude, for sure. This is an era that I would definitely never in my entire life ever do.
Really?
I definitely did want to be a homewrecker.
Shut the fuck. You're like, that's one of my aspirations.
I like, I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was, but when there was a first time when I hooked up with an older guy, and I met him on Grindr, and when I met him on Grindr, I hooked up with him, and I hooked up with him like 3 times. I didn't know he was married. I didn't know he was not married to like a girl, like a guy. He was full on gay, like. And I was checking out on the register, and I'm like clicking next, and he comes up with these things, and he looks nervous, the house down boots. And I literally just keep looking at the boyfriend because like I just felt so ashamed. Like that was the last time where I knew for a fact that I needed to not be a homewrecker. So I made sure that day I was like, okay, this is the last straw. I will never do it again. Like I felt so bad. My before instances, it was always like stealing boyfriend vibes. And that's why I never had gay friends, which is such a bad trait of mine. I know for a fact that I regret that. Yeah. I have always said that I will never live with regrets, but God knows me, and I know for a fact that I do live with that as a regret because like that's not for sure. Like that's not a good trait to have.
Pero estuvimos chiquillos. Like come on.
Yeah, as long as I know, like like now I know that I'm never gonna do that again because I'm taken because I know for a fact that if that ever happens to me, everyone will know. No, but like for sure, like I just needed it. I know for a fact I shouldn't have never done that. So like if I ever home-wrecked your life, I'm so motherfucking sorry.
You don't intentionally mean to. And you know what's crazy? It's fucked up how people actually have that thought that they're gonna cheat, and like not think about
No,
their kids?
it's
Or
just
like,
no, it's
or
just.
is it a fetish that they have? Or
I
like,
feel like it definitely is. It's even like I feel like us as human beings. I'm not justifying cheating. What I'm more justifying is just like a human being, just like an animal. If we really think about it, we're fucking animals.
True.
In this world, everyone has their own needs.
Yeah, that is.
And like, if you don't let a human being let out their needs, like, I'm not saying go off and cheat.
No, for sure.
But like, don't be harsh on your spouse or your couple or anything like that. If they're like, oh, let me go jack off, or oh, let's go buy sex toys. Like, just be open minded to have fun with your own sex life.
And do you think that's something that's very important in a relationship?
For sure.
A strong sex life.
If you really think about it, like, I have a really good communication relationship with Allah now. And I feel like we've always had a very strong communication with our coloring life.
Love that.
So we definitely have a really good way of like, oh, hey, like, I want to do this, or let's try this.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
We never shame ourselves for it.
That's so
Ever.
amazing. And you know what? I feel like I'm getting to the point where I want to experience that. I want to have fun. But you know what?
But it's definitely hard in a straight relationship. It's definitely hard, and I completely understand it.
It's do you have any like fun kinks or like fetishes that you like to involve into your like
I'm very
life? Or what's something that you were comfortable doing in your hookups that were one of your fetishes or kinks?
all of my fetishes I've done with Alan for sure, so there's no problem with that. But like there's definitely one fetish that I would like. I would like the like the leather fetish vibe.
Oh,
like 50 Shades of Grey
freaky.
vibe.
Yeah, freakiness. Love that. Okay.
Like I would like. I don't like. I like to get spanked here and there.
I like to get a little naughty.
You know, like I don't mind having that moment. I would love to be like on a swing.
Oh, you know what?
And maybe like wear like a leather jockstrap vibe.
Ooh, that's hot. Oh my gosh, friend. Low key, personally, I would love like one of my craziest, like, not fetishes. I don't know. I think it's a kink, but like I've never done it because of my weight and I haven't found the strong guy. But the carry fuck. Oh my god. I feel like those are like.
I feel like, you know what's so crazy? Every guy that I've hooked up with, I've always made sure to carry me and fuck me.
No way.
Like, I feel like me and Alan haven't done that in a long time because, of course, we gained weight and stuff like that. So, like, now maybe we could try. I actually low-key forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I'm like, scheduled in.
I'm not sleeping over tonight. I'm scared.
No, but, like, for sure, the carrying kink, every single time I've done it.
I don't know why, but it's
Can you
just...
do that? Have you ever done it?
No.
Even when you were, like, thinner?
No, because I rarely hooked up when I was thinner. So that's why, like, now that I'm losing weight, yes. I would love to find someone like that's a fun twister player to constantly have, not maybe a lover, maybe eventually would be a lover. Like, you never know
like
what.
Like a sneaky link?
Yeah, no, 100%. And would love to try new things. Like, for example, there was this thing that I saw or, like, kind of was like, you know, I do watch corn. I generally do enjoy watching. I love it. Right? Like, no, 100%.
I'm addicted.
Corn addict. No, yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of like people using like swings for the doors. Like there's actual stuff for the door. You put on yourself on there, and like since I'm overweight and if a guy can't carry me, I'm just like,
ma'am, I've seen someone that are carried to the wall and it exceeds 500 pounds. You are okay.
Period. That's for me. Or another one that I fucking love. Oh my gosh. Like it's more of a playing with yourself stuff. But a toy for sure that I would love. The tentacle with 10? 8? I was gonna know.
Stop. Don't ever look that up. Anyway.
So please. It's the but something that I would love to invest in the future.
Just say
is one of those we saw it at the
I know exactly. It's those automatic
Yes, the automatic, the ones that automatically,
like
insert
corn you.
Yeah, no, 100%. And just me sitting there and just like that, like, and those automatic. Oh, girl, like I'm just getting wet just thinking about it.
No, I like those. Like, I don't mind having a moment like that, low key.
Right? No, 100%. I feel like it's just one, since I'm more of a fish kind of person when I'm like having the intercourse with, because I don't know if people understand what I mean by a fish, but it's just like when you're just like laying there.
Oh, that's you're like a pillow princess?
Yeah, pillow princess. I am definitely a pillow princess because
I don't mind those either. Like, those are cute.
Yeah, those are cute, but like sometimes I want to get like, have fun and like feel
bitch,
good. But it's
I'm
tiring,
honestly,
bitch.
Nah, I don't get tired.
I didn't think it would get that tiring, but for someone who's overweight, baby, you're holding a lot of pounds. Like,
okay.
It's a difference.
Okay, I understand.
You're like, oh, okay, yeah,
that makes sense. Yo entiendo.
Wait, one question though, actually. Whenever you first, like, I know you conversate with like your hookups and stuff before you meet up. Sorry. But when you like go into the car, when you meet up, how does your conversation start?
I've never been awkward with it. Like, I know that what we're there for. So I literally just go, hi, my name is Danny. Like, I'm like, hi, my name is Danny. And then they'll tell me their name. And then like, let's say, like, I used to have guys pick me up, so like they would be in their car, I would be in their car for a minute,
right?
So we would be like, oh, okay, like, oh, can we play some music? And they'll be like, yeah, we'll play some music. And then they'll turn down the car volume and they'll be like, okay, like, how old are you? And
like, just a simple conversation.
Yeah, like, it's just what do you do for work? And I'll just be like, oh, I'm still in school. And then we'll be like, do you know somewhere we can go? And then I'll take them to like a place.
Okay.
And then I take them to the place. When I take them to the place, they go, okay, you want to do it in the front, in the back? And I go in the back. And then, the rest is history.
Wow. Okay, what? That's pretty straightforward.
I genuinely, like, to me, I've always known, like, if it's just a hookup, it's just a hookup.
Okay.
I learned that very much in a hard way when I first, like, hooked up with my first ever hookup. And, like, we kept hooking up consistently. And then he just ghosted me, like, randomly. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I actually like this guy because we would, like, talk all the time. But we would only talk on the app, which was like Grindr. So like when he blocked me, like you couldn't find him anymore. And I was like,
oh, you're like, where are you?
I was like, God.
Why'd you do that to me?
So he probably found a lover.
I'm pretty sure in that case. Damn, low key.
But it's okay. You live and you learn.
No, 100%. And that's part of life. Look at you now. You're here with your lover and having the best sex of your life. Mm-hmm. Having the best coloring of your life,
Yeah, literally.
But no, honestly, for me personally, lately, I've noticed a difference whenever I'm in a car and when I have a room. Because I have had hookups, of course, in a hotel room. It's not always in the car. Mm-hmm. It's but I've noticed that when I'm in a hotel room, I tend to be very, like, more sensual and very, like, kind of straight
sexy,
to the point. All in lingerie.
Sexual.
Because, for example, the last time that I did, low-key, I don't know, I was just so comfortable just bringing up the stuff that I enjoy doing because literally, no joke, through text, convo was easy. When he literally called me and FaceTimed me, so easy to talk to and everything. So I guess I just got so comfortable that when he came into the room, we just didn't go straight to it, but we were kind of like
more talking,
not about like, oh, how old are you? Oh, how long you grew up, like here.
Like not small talk.
It wasn't small talk.
Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?
No, it was literally like, hey, so like, what are you into? What do you want to do? What do you want me to do with you? Like, what are your kinks? Is there anything
you want me to turn you over into a sausage?
Nah, do you want me to cook you up? No, yeah. And it really got to that conversation and it got to the point where I got comfortable and I was like, yeah, I have my toys. Like, are you down to use them? And he was like, yeah, I'm so fucking down. So I feel like lately I feel like conversations like that with hookups should be more normalized than just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, if a person is grown and matured, then they want to have fun. They would have fun and enjoy the time having fun. 100%. So I don't know. Is that just kind of like me wanting love at that point, or
I want love? No, it's just you know what you want and you're popping.
Period. At the end of the day, that's how it is.
Literally. Alrighty, you guys. So that is it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed our little sex talk, and we will probably talk about it for our last episode, and we will talk a little bit more juicier about it, or let us know what you guys want us to do for our last week's episode.
I'm so sad.
I'm so sad. So make sure you guys stay tuned next week porque it's gonna be a good one. But don't forget to go ahead and follow us at all of our social medias at Call Me Danny.
Mine's XO.
Y los miramos para el último episodio.
Please don't forget about us. If you do, you're fucking a bitch.